Hey guys, welcome back to Designer. Well, a couple of days back, a friend of mine asked me how can we add that news type format in the rolling credits type ticker that used to have a lot of fun content. Actually, fun or not depends on whether you're watching MTV or NDTV. But anyway, all of those stickers are very simple to create. Now I'm sure because you've started this video, you might not know what I'm talking about. So here is the demonstration of what exactly has to be done to get those credits on your video. Now to get started, I have taken a video directly from pexels.com. I have this news reporter video over here where this guy is talking and there is some sort of a coverage that's happening over here. Now, depending on what this seems like, I have created my own version of text that I would want to present over here. I'll bring that over here in a while. So to get started, we will create a new sequence and here it is. And the next step is to add a type over here. Does not matter where we start off with because we'll be able to change all of this right after we are done. So here has a new graphic been created. Now I can add a text over here. Let me just copy it from my system and paste it over here. You can see that this one is called local news, local malls face declining foot traffic and so much more. And this text is slightly longer. So if I just end up changing this, you can see that this is a very long text that I have added. And that is the intent over here. We'd want to have a very long text so that we can keep on moving it across as a ticker. What I'd want to do is make sure that this text is for the duration of the entire video, and that's what I will do next. So it starts off right over here and it extends all the way up till the end of the video. Now for the next step, there are two different panels which are available and both work very simply. Now for the next step, there are two panels that are possible in Premiere Pro and both have very same sort of settings. The first one is called Essential Graphics and the second one is called the good old effect controls. You can see that both of these, let me just put them side to side so that we can compare them as and when necessary. Great. Now I can select this particular layer and you can see that there is a text which is over here and the same thing is possible over here in Essential Graphics as well. If I just expand this, you will see the same set of settings which is on the left side are also available on the right side. So here I have selected a background that adds a background over here behind the text and there is some sort of a option for opacity and the border expansion of the background as well. So if I wanted to expand on all sides, I can choose and increase this as much as I prefer. There is option to round this as well, and if I have the text on the corner in the center of the screen, you'd be able to see that this roundness ends up creating a rounded shape towards the end of the rectangle. Now this doesn't look good and that's why I will remove this, eliminate this from here. So you can choose the source text font, the style, if there is any sort of alignment that you'd want to do directly from over here. So the font I can choose is, let's say, something simple and this looks good. The font size is slightly bigger, so maybe just reduce this a little bit. Yeah, okay, this is great. In the appearance section, we've already set the fill. We do not want the stroke because that will just make the text slightly heavy. Background, no necessary for shadow, and then the transform options. Now this transform is directly for the text layer, so you don't have to worry if there are multiple text pieces that you have added. So for just this one, we will have a transform property. And let's bring it down, let's bring it somewhere in the center. So here is the transform that we were looking for. And you see that 1960 and 540, it is in the center of the screen. So let's just move this down and somewhere over there. We'll have to be careful because 1080 will not bring it exactly there because it might just push it down. So you might have to position it carefully such that there is ample space on the bottom and on the top as well, just to make sure that there is no text getting cut. Now with this set, let's set the position on the y-axis as well. Now with this, let's set the position on the x-axis as well, and that I will push it to 0. Now these sort of settings will be visible in both the sides, which is over here in effect controls and effect and essential graphics as well. You can see that most of the settings are replicated from there all the way till over here. Great. So this is what the things have been set. Now the next part is pretty simple. You'd want the text to be moving from one side to the other as and when the movement of the video is happening. And that means keyframes on the position property. So that's what we will do. For the position property, for the transform property of the text alone, I will set or turn on this keyframe, and that will toggle animation. You can see that there is a keyframe that has been set at 0. Now, as I move forward somewhere over here till the end of the video, we can move this towards the other side so that the text is ending on the other side. Okay, so there it is. Let's just position it right over here. Maybe I'll just position it slightly better, and here we go. I think this looks good. This is exactly how as we want it. Now the thing is, it is moving a lot in this duration. It might just be very fast for anybody to read. So if I just play this, you can see that the text is quite quick. Now see, the problem with this is that the text is moving way too fast and it becomes difficult to read. What I will do is reduce the amount that the text goes through in that entire duration. So we know that at about the last second, this is about 14,490. So let's cut this down by a huge number, and let's say somewhere around 7,000 instead of 14,000 would probably make this better. Just make sure that you are editing the same keyframe and not adding a new keyframe. Now let's play this and see if this works for us. Perfect. Now this video works very well for us, and that is what we are going to finally use. If you like this, you'll have to make sure that you go to export and render it how you'd want it in the respective location. Well, that was easy, right? Well, I've covered a lot more content very similar to this and a lot more functions about Premiere Pro in this course over here. Now, I'd want you to go and check out that course and see if you really want to get into the video editing pipeline and earn some money on the side. Well, this is my time, guys. Thank you so much for watching over here. Make sure to subscribe Designer so that you can keep on following for the new set of videos that I will keep on releasing every week or so. And make sure to like this video. I will see you in another one.